What's up, everybody? My name is Jeff, and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic. And the fun thing that we're trying to do is we are playing a food deck, just all focused around the food token, everything that has synergy based around it in the Simic colors. There, of course, is a way to go soul tie with this. I wanted to go with a little bit different version and just test this out. I actually haven't played this deck yet, just barely brewed it, and I wanted to throw this alive, kind of my experience with it, and show you some gameplay. So Giant Opportunity is kind of the main reason I wanted to start building this, and then kind of threw in a lot of other synergies with it. But Giant Opportunity, for 3 mana, you may sacrifice 2 foods, and if you do, create a 3/3 green giant creature token, otherwise create 3 food tokens. So it's actually pretty simple for us to play Giant Opportunity on turn 3. Unfortunately, there's not a great way to get 2 foods on turn 2, but with Gilded Goose on turn 1, Golden Egg on turn 2, or another Gilded Goose, or other ways of getting a token, Trail of Crumbs, we can then sacrifice 2 foods on turn 3. If you do, then we create a 3/3 giant creature token. So pretty big boy that we can play there. So pretty awesome stuff. And if we don't want to sacrifice the 2 foods, we can also play this to create 3 food tokens, which is pretty good for us as well, because it helps pump up our Wicked Wolf, let him sacrifice to gain indestructible each time. And I'm still trying to make sure I know the actual ruling on this with Wicked Wolf, and let me know in the comments below. But the tap it is at the very bottom. It's not a requirement for it to actually utilize this. So if you sacrifice it to give indestructible, you have to tap it down. But if you've already swung in and attacked, you can still sacrifice as many foods to make it indestructible as you need. If it's already tapped, you don't have to tap it as a requirement. So you should still be able to utilize a lot of foods to get more damage in, to keep it indestructible multiple times on a turn. And so having a lot of food can be very useful for that. So we have Oko, of course, as well, which creates food tokens for us. Turns things into 3/3 Elks, which is amazing. Turns our food into Elks if we ever need an extra body. We can also exchange control of creatures as long as they're convert money cost 3 or less, or power 3 or less, excuse me. I always get those mixed up, so it's a good thing I said it here. But and so there's a lot of just value that we get there, and so this is kind of a food value town type of deck. We're just having really valuable food, very good quality, delicious tasting food. We also have Nissa in here just to kind of ramp us up. Feasting Troll King, another big finisher for us. If you cast it from your hand, then you create 3 food tokens. And you can sacrifice 3 foods to return it from the graveyard to the battlefield. Activate this ability only on your turn. And so we can sacrifice 3 foods just to bring it back from the graveyard. So something that we can have just kind of recurring value in the late game. Even just finding more ways to create food can bring this back. Of course, we have to get to 6 mana for that to happen. And we have to have 4 green, which is a little bit difficult, but definitely possible with this deck. We are also running Risen Reef, Leafkin Druid, again, just kind of on the value town type of version of this deck. If ever we need to, we can turn him into Elk and just kind of swing in. Some people may not see that line. We also have in the land Gingerbread Cabin, which will help us create some more food tokens. I am running 3 copies. I really not sure if we should be running that many of these Gingerbread Cabins, but I wanted to get more synergy in here, more food creation. I just want to be creating all of the foods, getting a lot of lands out, a lot of mana overall, being able to sacrifice whenever we need to. Trail of Crumbs, whenever we sacrifice a food, we can pay 1, and if you do look at the top 2 cards, reveal 1 and put them into your hand, and the rest into the bottom library. So I mean, that's just looking at the top 2. Oh, we want that one. We want to, so pay 1 to draw. It's kind of like an opt basically for us. Every time we sacrifice a food, we can pay 1 for an opt. Yes, please. We probably ought to be running more of these, but I just didn't know how to squeeze it in. I wanted to play Mu Youngling. I think the other value side of this too is that we can kind of just slow down the game, keep gaining life with our food tokens, and just try to keep Mu Youngling alive, and Oko, and Nissa, and just kind of go value town with all of our Planeswalkers as well. Which cool thing with Nissa is that it does grab all forests, which our Gingerbread Cabin does count as forests, so we could bring out and create quite a few food tokens for us. Anyway, there's just a lot of good things in here. Hydra Crisis to top it all off, just to make sure that we have a good finisher in the air, ways to keep our hand full and gain some life. And so anyway, let's go ahead and get into gameplay, see how this does for us, and wish me luck. Before we jump into the gameplay, a quick thanks to Fusion Gaming for sponsoring this video. Be sure to head over to FusionGamingOnline.com for all your Magic the Gathering needs. Check the link in the description below. All right, we're up against Fighting Tortoise. Bring it on, Fighting Tortoise. Isn't that like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Are we up against Michelangelo here? This isn't amazing, Opponent's going first, so we're on the draw. We get we get to draw on turn 2 and create a lot of food on turn 3, or play Oko. That's not terrible, so we're going to go ahead and keep it. We can, you know, create an elk out of our golden egg if need be. That's a pretty good turn 3 play as well. So we're hoping to find some blue mana. That would be grand. Priest of the Forgotten Gods. Boo hiss. All right, let's go for Island, golden egg. Castle Garenbrig, also really good for our feasting troll, so that we can, only with 2 green mana, or I guess 3 green mana, because this will have to count as well, be able to play our big troll from hand. Oh yeah. All right, well, let's see if we can just make him sacrifice here. They probably will. I'm going to go ahead and play the Risen Reef. Or we play Oko. Just to create a blocker. They won't really be able to get in past this blocker very easily. It doesn't remain a food, which is kind of against what we're going for, but we do start getting some value right away. All right, so let's go ahead and play Oko.
Every tale about me is absolute nonsense.
Yeah, turn this into an elk. No attacks, pass the turn. Again, just kind of going for value town here, doing as much as we can. We can even create more food tokens to create more elks, and so we can be creating creatures every single turn, which kind of, hopefully we'll get past this Priest of the Forgotten Gods. Oko is going to keep ticking up as well. Eventually we can even trade out for the Priest of the Forgotten Gods, just utilize that ability. Yeah, so there's some good stuff that we can do here. And we can wait until turn 5, where we can hopefully play Risen Reef and Leafkin Druid on the same turn. Let's see if they sacrifice. I mean, they're losing a lot of value by sacrificing here. All they do is kill an egg that we can replace. They get to draw a card. That's fine. They also get ramp, I guess. Revival. Okay. Not amazing. I mean... All right, revival. Okay, that's fair, I suppose. Castle Garenbrig. Hydra Crisis can also kind of be a fun token here for us. Let's... Giant Opportunity create food tokens. Create a 3/3. Pass the turn.
Surely you see the humor here.
Land would have been pretty nice to be able to play the Risen Reef and the Leafkin Druid. All right, Sir Conrad. Gonna start doing lots of damage to us. Hopefully we can be gaining life along the way and be okay. Yep, sacrifices some creatures, take some damages. Lose our elk. Lazotep Reaver. We may just want to steal this Priest of the Forgotten Gods. And play Wicked Wolf, which can block. We lose our Oko this way. Which we may be losing our Oko kind of regardless. All right, so let's play Wicked Wolf. Fight a creature we don't control. I guess, yeah, we fight. We do tap down our guy, but now this is fine. All right, so Sir Conrad, use the ability, yes. Sacrifice a food. I forgot about the fight ability too. It's actually a really good card. All right, kill Sir Conrad. Let's just create an elk. We can also just turn the Priest of Forgotten Gods into an elk.
Oh dear.
And let's go ahead and attack in now. We're okay with Oko gets hit a little bit here. That's fine. We're also planning on just sacrificing this anyway. We are losing a lot of life. We do need to start actually gaining life with this food token along the way. They keep drawing cards. Yeah, we'll sacrifice the food. Temple of Silence. I would love to find a land. One of these days we're going to find a land and it's going to be amazing. I guess we could try for land here. It does come in tapped. And we can create a food token with Oko, swing in with the Wicked Wolf. Or do we just create a lot of food now? You can just draw cards with Hydrocrisis as well. 2 is not bad. Alright, let's just play Hydrocrisis. Castle Vantress. We could trade for Priest of Forgotten Gods now, give him the Hydrocrisis, which we know we can create a bigger one anyway. Let's just create food token. Swing in.
And all your cares are gone.
Down to 13, pass the turn. We do need to start actually sacrificing food to gain life. Sacrifices, okay. Yeah, we'll get rid of the Hydrocrisis. That's fine. So this turn we can make the giant. Let's just go ahead and do that. It passes my turn. I mean, it really isn't the most valuable thing at this point. It would have been great earlier on. Maybe we just go for Nissa. Even Risen Reef into Leafkin Druid's not bad here either. Creating an Elk, swinging in for a lot. Hydrocrisis. Like, there's so many good plays here. Let's go for Risen Reef. Just kind of solidify our value. Leafkin Druid. Take action, tapped. Let's create a food token.
I think a little merriment is in order.
Swing in with the Wicked Wolf. Down to 9, pass the turn. Alright, Murderous Rider kills Oko. That's fine.
May we meet again. Or not.
Plays Murderous Rider. Yep, that's fine. Gutter Bones. Looks like they're just going to be sacking here again. Maybe after blocks this time. That's the better way to be doing it. No reason to really use that now. Castle Garenbrig, which means we can actually cast a really big Hydrocrisis. Or we can go for Nissa and Oko here, which also seems pretty good. It's only to activate creature spells. So let's go ahead and cast Nissa. I'm going for greed here with the bigger Hydrocrisis on the next turn.
I will protect the virtue of this world.
Play Oko. We can untap and create a giant opportunity here as well. Yeah, let's go ahead and have some fun here.
Welcome to the feast.
This is also a forest, so let's untap the Gingerbread Cabin.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
Oh, and we also have Leafkin Druid, which taps for it. I forgot about that. All right, giant opportunity. Sacrifice a couple of food. Yep, that's pretty fun stuff. Oh, that's fun. All right. Swing in with 2 attackers. Oh man, this deck is actually pretty powerful. I've been surprised so far. Yeah, they're gonna sack here. We can get rid of our Leafkin Druid. We can even attack in with a food next turn. Takes it down to 3, or down to 4. Pass is my turn, or their turn. We are down to 7. That is an issue here. Hydrate Crisis should fix that though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh gosh. With 4, we can tap that for 6. And then tap this for 6. So, oh my gosh, this is difficult math now all of a sudden. All right, pass to, yeah. Anyway, opponent scoops it up. I'm trying to think of how much mana we actually had with 2 Castle Garen Briggs. I forget that. Oh no, we can only use that mana to is activate abilities of creatures. So I don't think we can actually use that mana to activate the ability of land. I was trying to hover over it to see it again, but I couldn't at the moment. Up against Bisu. Bring it on, Bisu. We only have a good play on turn 4. We do have a scry on the top, which is pretty good, and I have a lot of land. So if we can scry into something decent, but we're looking for a better play if we can. We don't have great turn 1, turn 2 plays necessarily. So this is definitely keepable with scry. I'm going to go ahead and try it out. A scry and on the draw, where we can hopefully find a couple, like a 2 or 3 drop along the way. Temple of Mystery. That's a really good 3 drop. I don't think we get rid of it. Or hope we're not up against aggro. Let's go ahead and play a tapped land. Get down Castle Garen Brig. Pass the turn. Dreadhorde Butcher, that's bad. That's really not good. We do not have an answer for that right now. Oka would have been good there. Risen Reef's not bad though. Hopefully we can find a land here and start bringing out Nissas. Just another Nissa. Okay. Alright, this is scary. Plays Mountain and Cauldron Familiar. So I've been in between on this Cauldron Familiar. So you can sacrifice a food to return it from your graveyard to battlefield. The Witch's Cauldron, or the Witch's Oven, I think actually, lets you sacrifice any creature to create a food. So you could have a loop where you can at least sacrifice and bring it back every turn. So there's some fun stuff that you can do there for sure. All right, well, I think we have to try to draw cards here. All right, land. We may just double block to kill this Dreadhorde Butcher. I think if we can get rid of that, play our Nissa, kind of try to restabilize the board here, it might not be too bad. I feel like they would kill our Risen Reef anyway. I was hoping they didn't have removal. Okay, they didn't have removal. They do 3 damage to us, down to 13. 2 lands here. Stormfist Crusader. Annoying, but not terrible. Muyang Ling's actually not terrible here either. I think we play Nissa, though. If we lose our island, it actually can be pretty bad for us.
Seek shelter in my stewardship.
Untap a forest. We can actually play the Feasting Troll in next turn with Castle Garen Brig. Not worth playing the Trail of Crumbs here. Is it worth swinging in? Would they be willing to trade this off? I think we can swing in. Yeah, down to 19, pass the turn. Okay, lose a life, draw a card. We need to start gaining some life. Giant Opportunity is nice. Lots of opportunities to gain life. Down to 10. Yeah, if we can create some consistent life gain, I think that overall just Nissa by herself should gain value, especially if they're not putting focus on her. Murderous Rider, though, is in pretty much every deck right now. Mayhem Devil. I feel like this has got to be Witch's Oven in here as well. All right, we need to gain some life here. Hydrate Krasis does that. Temple of Mystery with Wicked Wolf on top. I'm not necessarily sure that's what we're looking for here. It's not bad though. It's a good blocker. I guess so. Mu Yingling helps a little bit. Feasting Troll gets really big. All right, let's create Feasting Troll. Let's tick up on Island.
Behold,
We can play Giant Opportunity if we wanted to here to create some more food, but we can also just sack food in response. So swing in. I'm actually wanting them to trade off creatures here. All right, so it looks like they're going to triple block a forest. Or just chump block. Okay, triple blocks. Sacrifice a food. Ooh, which they do get a pingage, but we also gain lots of life, so that's fine. We gain 2, lose 1. Pings Nissa. Down to 16, pass the turn. Lose life, gain it, draw a card. They don't have any food for these Cauldron Familiars. I'm not sure if they're using that just as a 1 mana with reach. A 1 mana 1/1 with some reach there. Maybe they do have a little bit of food synergy. Oh, probably each creature sacrifices 3 creatures. That's okay. There is Witch's Oven. Okay. Interesting. All right, let's see here. So create 6 mana.
Harness the elements.
We can play, let's see here. They have a lot of damage they can do just over our body. We have to be able to sacrifice food as well. Six, 7, 8, 9. Six, 7, 8. Oh. So 7. Create another 7/7. Need 3 life. Yeah, I think I've messed this one up. We get to sacrifice food. Nissa gets the ultimate next turn. All we have to do is stay alive 1 turn. Can we do that, though? Mayhem Devil gets really annoying here. Yeah. Creates a food, which they can sacrifice for 2. My goodness. Yep, creates a Cauldron Familiar. Alright, swing in with Feasting Troll. It does have Vigilance as well, which is great. So we should be able to finish off the game next turn. Pass the turn, discard Trail of Crumbs. Sacrifice a food in response. They do get to do 1 point of damage in response to that, so we have to make sure that we're not down to 1 before I sacrifice it. I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice it now, just in case, before they get the food to sacrifice anything else. So down to 8, up to 11, down to 9. Sacrifice it to create a Cauldron Familiar. That's not enough to kill us, though. Not unless they have each player sacrifices 3 and creates 3 food. That's the... Alright, they don't seem to have that. Alright, is this then conceding? It looks like it. Alright, they get 2 more points of damage in. Down to 5. What do you have those last 2 cards? Can you kill me? Skewer. Oh my goodness. Skewer and POTUS keeps it up. Oh my goodness. I thought I was dead. I thought I was dead. Oh man. I made a couple of mistakes in that one for sure. I'm so, like I said, this is my first time playing it, so I'm getting used to playing around with food tokens. It's a very interesting and weird element, but okay, that was fun. All right, here we go again. All right, up against Ven. Bring it on, Ven. Let's do this with my Fibblethip. I love the Fibblethip. Really fun stuff there. All tap lands pretty annoying, but we still get like our game plan of Gilded Goose on turn 2. If we were on the play, this wouldn't really hurt us at all, but not being on the play, it still is the ramp that we're going for here. So let's go ahead and keep it. We have everything we want except that we have slower lands. All right, Temple of Mystery and Temple of Mystery. A lot of slow lands in this format too. That comes in untapped with the Gingerbread Cabin, so it's at least an untapped land that we can get later. But are we looking for lands here? We do actually have lands. I think we put it to the bottom, and we'll find lands if we run into them. That's not necessarily something that we're needing immediately. Dreadhorde Invasion. All right, maybe it is. We'll see. That's good. All right, are we just playing Gilded Goose anyway, though? All right, so now we play Temple of Mystery. Number 2. Trail of Crumbs creates another token for us. We also get some value with Trail of Crumbs. I think we're looking for like Oko or something, though. It's not bad. Let's keep it on top. I kind of want to play test with it. I want to see how good Trail of Crumbs can be, because we will be sacrificing, and this is just sacrificing food in any way, I believe. So when Wicked Wolf sacrifices for a token, we can also just pay 1 and draw, like opt basically every time we sack with Wicked Wolf. I mean, that's a lot of value. So there's some fun stuff we can do there. For sure. All right, Murderous Rider comes in. Kills our friend. Now is a good time to play. Let's go for Golden Egg. So Castle Vantris, Golden Egg, draw a card, Leafkin Druid. We're gonna play the Wicked Wolf on this next turn. We have to have 3 or more forests. We will exile the Gingerbread Cabin. Yeah, that's not great here. we don't. I'm running 3 of the gingerbread cabins, which isn't that amazing. They do count as forests for each other, so there is that. All right, I'm hoping for land for next turn, so let's go Wicked Wolf this turn. Next turn we can play Risen Reef, hopefully into Leafkin Druid. We could fight as well. I keep forgetting about that. So good. Yeah, let's kill this guy. Keep him off their Dreadhorde invasionness. Well, Brazen Borrower, okay. Is this blue-black control? Blue-black control has changed a lot. There's a lot of... I mean, Brazen Borrower and Murderous Rider adds so, like, a completely different element altogether. Okay. Wicked Wolf again. Let's see if we can do this. I'm going to kill the Murderous Rider, and we can block the Dreadhorde Invasion by sacrificing a food on the other side of it. So they can't really attack in, although we do let them keep growing this way. Okay, Priest of the Forgotten Gods. Alright, untapped land would be great here. Alright, pass to my turn. It is an untapped land. Do we go for Nissa, which will just sacrifice something here? That doesn't seem very good. I'm going to go for Risen Reef and Leafkin Druid. Take action, tapped. Pay for it, Leafkin Druid. Giant Opportunity, which we can create a 7/7, which will be able to block the zombie army for a while. Now might be a decent time to swing in with the Wicked Wolf. Although we don't want to use the food if we're going to go for Giant Opportunity. And we also want Trail of Crumbs down as well. So I think what I'm realizing is Giant Opportunity is maybe more of like a 2-of in the deck, where it's like, it's great if you have the combo in the early game, but later on, I'm not sure how much I love it. Hydrokrasis will be coming down for next turn. Priest of Forgotten Gods. Well, I'm not sure if they sacrifice. Probably Brazen Borrower after they swing in. But that's their main source of reach at the moment. We also do gain lots of life. So if you block, what are the odds that it has... All right, let's go ahead and block here. We definitely can't take the 5. All right, sacrifice. Submit. A lot of people don't recognize that the golden egg is also food. So we get to kill the zombie army, which will probably make them just use Priest of Forgotten Gods with these two now. Perfect. We're glad to kill that. Okay. Down to 9, though. Hydrokrasis is going to come in next turn. Or Nissa. Can we afford to go with Nissa first? They can draw with Castle Lochthwain here and not lose too much life. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. If we go for Nissa first, we get a much bigger Hydrokrasis. That is very, very true. It's so true. All right, sacrifice the little... Oh, man. Maybe we don't sacrifice Leafkin Druid. I guess we do. We also might just want to start drawing for Oko. Okay, Order of Midnight brings back Brazen Borrower, bounces the Wicked Wolf. All right, good play. right, Nissa, this is any non-land permanent. So as long as we get to tap down here,
Power surges through these lands.
we're pretty good. So let's go ahead and get a trigger off of Nissa before we do anything else, because they get a response to this after the fact. And it's non-land creature, so we can untap lands all day long. Temple of Milady is all that we're looking for here. I think I'm gonna go for Trail of Crumbs and Gilded Goose, and then swing in with you can flash this in as well, huh? I think we still swing in. Okay, bounces Wicked Wolf. That's fine.
Rise, my elemental friend.
Swing in, down to 11. I think they didn't mean to tap down 2 islands there. Gilded Goose. And Trail of Crumbs. Create a food token, pass the turn. We do need to start gaining life here, so we can't really sacrifice these just the Wicked Wolf. Hydrocrisis will hopefully gain us enough, though. Okay, Priest of Forgotten Gods number deuce. Order of Midnight. Yep, gets to sacrifice a couple creatures. We'll sacrifice Gilded Goose. Actually, Gilded Goose creates food for us every turn. It might just be Risen Reef here. Opponent scoops it up. Sweet. Yeah, we have a lot of value on the board there. We had a lot of ways to gain life. Like, unless they could kill us quickly, we're just gonna kind of keep the value going. We'll get to Anissa eventually, keep creating all the lands. It's gonna be very difficult for them to actually beat us there. So that was sweet. All right, up against Kagadan. Bring it on, Kagadan. Let's do this. Looks pretty good. I mean, Trail of Breadcrumbs. Let's see, we're going first. We get to draw. Trail of Breadcrumbs into Mu Yingling. We don't have any food synergies though. Mu Yingling on turn 3 though. Actually, we don't really get it. Trail of Breadcrumbs. I'm gonna keep this still. Let's just see if we can go for Mu Yingling here. I have a hard time of wanting to mulligan, honestly. I should mulligan a lot more. That is one of my biggest weaknesses, and I'm like, I want to see if I can make this work rather than, you know, do the smart thing, usually. Now we could go for that, but we lose a lot of life along the way. Trail of Crumbs really doesn't... Oh, I guess it does sacrifice. It does create a food token by itself as well, so there is value by itself. Thought Erasure probably just takes... Oh, man, what do they take? We have a lot of good cards here, but... Mu Yingling is annoying for them. We can just play Trail of Crumbs at least now next turn. If they do take Mu Yingling. That's my thoughts, is that in Esper, they're going to be able to find an answer for Nissa along the way. Hydrocrisis is annoying, but it's not that bad. Mu Yingling is an immediate threat that's going to be creating 4/4s. Yeah, so it's between Mu Yingling and Nissa, but I'm glad to be able to play Mu Yingling next turn.
I assist those humbled by the pursuit of knowledge.
All right, submit 0.
Learn some
Up to
respect.
4. They can also just remove Mu Yingling here, so we'll see if that happens. Dude, Murderous Rider is such a good card. I'm terrified of it all of the time. Guild Globe comes down, okay. Okay, let's play... Breeding Pool actually lets Gingerbread come in untapped and create a food by playing Breeding Pool here. So let's play Trail of Crumbs. Create a food. I kind of want to just go for the ultimate ability, maybe. It might be more valuable overall for us. Against a control deck. What would I rather have? A blue elemental to kind of go aggressive here, but will for sure die soon. I want to tick up. Again, I'm testing out here, gonna see how it goes. Play Breeding Pool, pass the turn. Castle Garenbrig lets us play Feasting Troll here. Which is also a pretty good recursive creature against control. Alright, plays Watery Grave. I mean, if we think that they have Murderous Rider, they can still kill Mu Yingling pretty easily. Gilded Goose. Alright, Gingerbread Cabin. Submit 0.
Learn some respect.
Gilded Goosey. And just draw a card, create a 2/2. I'm expecting them to put more focus onto Mu Yingling, so I'm actually fine with going for this here. Castle Ventress lets us play Feasting Troll next turn. We get to create 6 food tokens. So yeah, I mean, if we get to ultimate this, every time we tap down a Breeding Pool, or we can pay, what is it, tap to draw a card. We can tap to draw 2 cards every turn. Oath of Kaya hits. All right, that's fine. Golden Eggs. Oh my gosh, do we actually get to play the Mu Yingling here? I've never gotten a Mu Yingling ultimate here. Oh, that's so cool. Okay.
Every drop tells a story.
All right, play Castle Ventress. I think that we actually still go for Feasting Troll to have some sort of win condition immediately. Or we just go for more value. Let's go for more value. It sounds more fun. Giant Opportunity seems pretty decent as well. We'll create a 7/7. Oh, we have to sacrifice this to pay. We'll decline for now. Swing in. Bam! Take that. Down to 21. Yeah, she's pretty good. That's a really, really good emblem for us to have. The 7/7 is mostly just to start creating some sort of pressure. The Kaya's Wrath, okay. Now we'll probably play Feasting Troll. We'd actually like to find an island. We can maybe dig to find one here. I'm not sure. Wicked Wolf lets us play it, keep a blocker. So let's go ahead and draw a card instead here. I'd hate to get this Thought Eraser, but yeah, I'm gonna pay the 2 for Breeding Pool. Seems pretty good. Let's draw a card. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Oh man. Oko is pretty good as well. Is Oko better than Wicked Wolf here? I'm not sure about that. Let's go ahead and play Wicked Wolf. I want to start getting in some damages. We'll hold up 1 source for the Trail of Crumbs. In case we sacrifice this to keep it alive, we can hold up 1 mana for the Trail of Crumbs. All right, pass the turn. We hadn't really played up against a full control deck yet, so I'm excited to try this out. All right, beginning of each player's upkeep, that player sacrifices a non-land, non-token permanent if they can't. All right, well, we can sacrifice food all day long. And this is each player's upkeep. Doom Foretold. If that player can't, they discard a card, they lose 2 life, you draw a card, you gain 2 life, you create a 2/2 white knight creature token with vigilance, then you sacrifice Doom Foretold. Crazy. All right, pass to my turn. Oh, wait. Cancel. Resolve. Non-token permanent as well. Maybe it is just Trail of Crumbs then. And non-token makes that a lot more annoying. Let's go ahead and swing in. I think I do want to start getting in some damage. We have to sacrifice something on this next turn, though, which will either be Oko. Let's go ahead and draw a card, see what we can find. Like a Gilded Goose would be nice. All right, Feasting Troll. Even if we do sacrifice this, we can bring it back. And it might be better just to wait, like to let Doom Foretold to actually go ahead and do it. They get so much value from that. Pass the turn. Yeah, resolve. I guess we just sacrifice the Wicked Wolf. Oh, they have to sacrifice there as well. I mean, eventually they would end up sacrificing Doom Foretold itself, right? All right, we bounce some. They bounce something. We have to kill whatever they bounce. So
That's more like
Feasting Troll is actually the thing we were planning on sacrificing anyway. Just stop on their end step to make sure I remember to draw a card here. It's kind of a bummer. I think I could have waited another turn with Mu Yingling, but I'd rather not risk it. Getting that value is so good. All right, Wishman Talisman. This is just another thing for them to sacrifice, basically, but they can tap it to grab whatever card they want. We get the same thing on the next turn. They can choose when to use that, though, which they can do on our end step. So we'd have to wait a while before it works. All right, draw a card. Resolve. Dude, this Doom Foretold is actually very annoying. Yeah, sacrifice that fella. We can create a lot of things here. Alright, pay 2 life. Gilded Goose. Let's go with Oko.
Open your heart to the magic that dances.
I'm actually going to
around
create an elk token. Just kill Teferi here. We'll bring back Feasting Troll King as well, and the Wicked Wolf. Just creating enough things here for Doom Foretold that they can't really get rid of it. If they go for Kaya's Wrath on their next turn, I guess we lose Oko.
Let's broaden your existence.
We need to start actually doing damage to their face as well at some point. Have gains life. Sacrifice some food.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
I may actually need to hold on to this and just draw cards. Yeah, let's just pass the turn. No reason to get too greedy here. All right, they sacrifice Oath of Kaya. Such an interesting card. I wonder if they're playing multiple of these. That would get really annoying for us, and like they do get value from it. Because then you sacrifice Doom Foretold, so you don't keep sacrificing stuff. But as long as we can keep sacrificing things, it actually somewhat hurts them. Not a ton, though. Perhaps not enough. We can also exchange control of target artifact or creature. So we could go ahead and just steal the Wishclaw Talisman right away. Grab whatever we want from our library. Which I'm not really sure what we would want here. Maybe like a Hydra Krasis just to draw more cards, create another big body. Maybe Nissa. Because this is also non-land. And so it's kind of... Our lands are pretty protected except for Kaya's Wraths. Alright, Teferi Time Raveler. Okay.
I know my responsibility.
Bounces Gilded Goose, so we have to sacrifice the Troll again. Or an Oko. Okay.
Here goes nothing.
And we get to draw a few cards to see what we actually want to play here. We can also create lots of food to bring him back, and so it's not that big of a deal. It just means we're not getting in damage. Oko will hopefully help us there. Alright, let that resolve. We'll draw afterwards. Alright, gets rid of Wicked Wolf. That's fine. We actually may have to worry about making sure we can actually kill them before anything else happens. I mean, we're going to be able to draw way more cards, so we're going to have a lot more advantage there. Hopefully, they're eventually just going to run out of enough value here. Let's just draw a few cards here. Dude, it's so good. Oh, man. Love this. Yeah, resolve. Lose Feasting Troll. The damage would have been nice. We would have been able to do 10 points of damage. Non-token, so we actually created token with this. So let's play Gilded Goose. Giant Opportunity. Let's see here. Let's create food.
One bite.
Play another
and all
island.
tears are gone.
Swing in with our... Oh, man. Guess we have to take care of Teferi again. They don't have Oath of Kaya anymore.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
Giant Opportunity lets us bring back Feasting Troll if we play the land. I think we just go for Risen Reef here, hold back and draw 3 more cards. This is mostly just to try to get more lands out. If we can find another island, we just get even more value here. More consistency. Alright, Feasting Troll, pretty good. And pass the turn. We should be able to finish this game out. Gilded Goose will sacrifice. They could sacrifice Doom Foretold as well. If ever they want to get rid of that. It's probably one of their best things against us still at the moment, though. They can go digging for Akaya's Wrath, which I still don't know what we would dig for. We mostly are just kind of... yeah, I'm really not sure what we would dig for here. I do think this deck needs a bit more interaction. It's more of just like we're just going for Value Town in ourselves. Ooh, Planar Cleansing. That's good. But with the emblem, we should be able to win from that. That's actually annoying, but okay. We also have a lot of lands to play. All right, Castle Garenbrig. Let's play Feasting Troll from hand. Create a few tokens. Play Oko. And play Giant Opportunity. Sacrificing some food. And... we want to keep some food out. I think we actually just turn this into an elk token. Pass the turn.
My face and put on your true shape.
Golden Egg. I mean, they're digging for another board wipe of some sort. Another Doom Foretold. All right, so we get a sacrifice. I don't think it's Oko here. They get to kill the... do we just start going for damage instead here? I think we do. Down to 9. I'm going to play Leafkin Druid mostly just as a... just to play something. Temple of Mystery. Risen Reef off the top. Yeah, I mean, we can draw it right here as well. I should have drawn this first, I guess, beforehand. Another Leafkin Druid. I mean, if they have another board wipe, it's annoying here. Pass the turn. Sacrifices Oath of Kaya. They have 2 cards in hand. I mean, at some point they need to be drawing dead cards, right? Doom Foretold, we can sacrifice Leafkin Druid, be able to swing in for lethal. Risen Reef doesn't quite give us lethal. Maybe we did need to play something else here. If they have Kaya's Wrath, they get the value from Doom Foretold. Man, these long, grindy control matches... like, I do like them, but it's a lot of stuff. Ooh, return. Wow. Nice. Wait, what is this? Dance of the Manses? What? That was incredible. I thought we were going to be winning this game, but that just changed everything. Where did that go? So return up to X target artifact and or non-aura enchantment cards, each with convert mana cost X or less. Effects of 6 or more of those are 4/4 creatures in addition to the other types. From graveyard to the battlefield. Wow. That's incredible. So apparently this deck also needs Jace. We might just be able to mill ourselves out. I wasn't planning on getting Mu Yangling's ability that often though. I just don't know if we can beat this. I guess we make them. Oh, there's another one. They're gonna have to do the same thing here. We can't fight anything. Let's go ahead and draw some cards, I guess. A Gilded Goose. I kind of want to let them go ahead and kill two of their own things on the next turn. We can deal with having things die. Let's hit the Wishclaw Talisman. Sacrifice a food. We're not out of this game. Hydrate Crisis actually is annoying because it draws so many cards for us now, though. If they find another Dance of the Manse, though, what do we do about that? We haven't been able to exile their board yet. Let's go ahead and draw another card, I guess. Oko is good.
Walk with me, sing with me. I will enlighten you.
We can turn this now into something that loses all abilities. I kind of want to wait till next turn. Gilded Goose. Just because this kills non-token things, I'm going to go ahead and use this.
I invite you to change your ways.
And pass the turn. Yep, sacrifice two things. I mean, if they get Dance of the Manse again, I think we just scoop it up. They could sacrifice their own Doom Foretold if they had Dance of the Manse, though. I feel like they would do that. Dude, such a good card. This is a really fun deck. I mean, it's still control, it's still Esper control, but there is some really fun stuff they're doing here. We get to block Doom Foretold that way. Swings at our face. We can double block on like Oath of Kaya. This feels like a board wipe anyway. Although, wait, is this... Planar Cleansing actually... Oh, it just destroys all stuff. Let's just take it. We can create lots of food to gain life anyway, right? That's the idea. Kai's Wrath. Yep. Didn't have food for the indestructibleness. I was worried about that. That is one of the best things about the Wicked Wolf is keeping it around. All right, pass to my turn. I guess draw a card. Nissa. Nissa is good. All right, we lose Oko. Play Nissa. It gets countered. Dovin's Veto. Alrighty then. And we don't have a lot of cards left. Let's go ahead and play Hydra Crisis now. 1, 2, 3. It gets in through the air. So 7. Yeah, X7. Discard Temple of Mystery. Oh, we actually just lose it next turn anyway. Dang it. Oh, they lost the Doom Foretold. Whew. Oh, man. So glad to get that over with. Let's see if Dance of the Mans comes out, though. If it does, I think we're just done for. This has been such a grindy match. And there's been lots of times I felt like we did have the upper hand. We did... there were quite a few times I could have been a little bit more aggressive attacking in. All right, swing in. Down to 12 cards. Don't really want to draw with all of these guys. Golden Egg is food, though, which is nice. Draws us a card. We know we have Wicked Wolves in the deck. Man. All right, let's see what's on top. Man, do we actually want that? All right, Mu Yangling.
The wind whispers secrets. All you have to do is listen.
Smith 0.
Bow to the howling winds.
Just in case they do play Doom Foretold again, let's play Leafkin Druid. And pass the turn. I mean, they eventually have to run out of action, right? I mean, they've basically been still in it this entire game. Not drawing nearly as many cards as we have. I mean, Golden Eggs have helped out. They did draw lots of cards with that. They were able to surveil a time or two. All right, pass to my turn. Swing in with the Crazy. Down to 3. Give him 2 things to deal with.
I am humbled by the sky's divine power.
And we'll hold on to the Crazy for later. Pass the turn. We apparently do need to have a way to fill our library again, though, with this deck. Like clear the mind or something. Yep, there's Kaya's Wrath. I was thinking we maybe wanted to play Mu Yingling differently. We're gonna bring down Hydra Crisis for 4. Maybe just 3, so we don't even worry about it. The issue is that they can have another like Kaya's Oath of Kaya. So 4 is a little bit better protected. We probably will... Oh my gosh. Maybe we just need more counter spells in this deck. Food's not bad, but... Alright, Oath of Kaya gets to hit us down really low. We're actually just gonna mill ourselves out here. If you're gonna go out, you have to go out the right way, you know. So this deck needs some counter spells, needs some... I don't know, there's a few things that this needs. I'm gonna go ahead and mill myself out, though.
Victory has evaporated from my...
You know, if I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go out the right way. Just, you know, the fun way here. Okay, 0 cards and good game. All right. There we go. If we're gonna lose, that's the way we're gonna lose. Yeah, there's really no way of coming back because of Doom Foretold. I guess maybe there was a way. I don't know. We were going to be milling out before we actually finished that one. What a crazy deck we ran up against there, though. That was only 4 games. We are going to be done with 4 games because those were all really crazy long games. And man, this deck was actually really powerful. Really, I mean, Oko is insane. Mu Yingling working really well. Giant Opportunity did work against some stuff. I think I would probably make some changes. Maybe like drop 2 Giant Opportunities. Maybe just for another finisher, something that has a little bit more hexproofedness. Maybe you can jump into Soul Tie, use like Lock. I keep thinking Loch Ness Monster, Loch Thwain, whatever. I'm not sure about Risen Reef and Leafkin Druid. We could also maybe fill those spots with something else. Again, they kind of helped with the Value Town synergy there, but there are probably some better things there, just some more finishers. Something with Trample. I mean, the Feasting Troll King wasn't bad. Maybe just because it is only 6 mana. For some reason, I was thinking it was 7. But 6 mana, we could probably go up to 4 copies of that there as well with this deck. Anyway, yeah, I'd love to hear down in the comments below what you guys think I should change with the deck. Overall, I think it's a really fun one. It was really powerful. And anyway, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.